Hey, I'm coming down from a panic attack. Are you? That's just insane. The 1 minute I'm like cleaning up after dinner, putting dishes in the dishwasher, then I feel my heart rate. Then it gets higher. And then I get hot. And then I feel flush. Then I feel like I'm going to need to use the bathroom. Then I feel like I'm going to pass out. And my heart rate gets higher. It just goes on and on and on. Um, Panic is no joke. Panic sucks. Um, I've had it on and off since I was about 18, and I'm 55 now, and it's just it gets old. It has sent me to the hospital 2 or 3 times. It's put me in an ambulance at least twice. The last time I was in an ambulance, um, the EMT sitting in the back with me, a woman, told me, "Do you always call emergency services and waste the time of our time," or something like that, "for an anxiety attack?" And I was shaking and shivering because by that time the adrenaline had run all through my body, like it does after a really bad panic attack. And I'm shivering and shaking, and the bouncing around on the way to the hospital, and I said, "I'm not having an anxiety attack." um, but, EKG and I don't know what else tests they did. I don't remember. But after all the tests, the ER doctor said, could be an anxiety attack. He got me in with a cardiologist. I've been monitored twice, by the way, by a cardiologist. Once with a 28-day awful monitor that I was allergic to. Try monitor pads for 28 days. If you don't like your scan, it'll rip right off. I also tried a Zeo patch, which is a cool little recorder that sat right here the second time. All that showed was that I had minimal amount of SVT, which is supraventricular tachycardia, which is fast heart rate out of nowhere. Minimal. Everything else looked good. Had an echocardiogram. Valves look good. Everything looks good. So, what do you do? What do you do if you have anxiety and you don't take medication for anxiety? I don't, because I take, what do I take? I take hydroxychloroquine for an autoimmune condition. And if I take something like Zoloft with it, it could really cause some heart rhythm issues, something called long QT syndrome. Don't want that, so I don't medicate, and I guess you could call it raw dogging anxiety, and it sucks. But I just wanted to share, it's like, well, what do you do? What do I do when I have a panic attack at 55? I sit down, I get a fan on me, especially because it's summer now and it's muggy and hot. I've had a thyroidectomy, so I can't regulate my temperature anyway. Get yourself cooler. I get a bag of like frozen vegetables, and I put it on my neck where my carotid is and stuff, and just try to cool myself down that way. I've also taken, when panic's really bad and the heart rate's going really high, I've taken ice cubes and put them in water and dunked my face in. I've splashed water on my face, cold water, drank cold water. By the way, this is a disclaimer. This is not medical advice. This is just homespun, how to deal with anxiety attacks at home, especially if you're a woman at 55. Don't know how I got to be 55. Anyway, stop moving. I find that I have a problem with fidgeting when I'm having panic and my heart rate's high, and that makes the heart rate even higher, and it keeps the body in an agitated state, so you're not fixing anything. Another thing I do sometimes is count things in the room and name them. Red blanket, yellow pillow, brown cat, black fan, picture of a feather on the wall, neighbor going for a walk, and just name everything that you see. Another thing that's really good is breathing exercises. Breathing in for 4, holding it for 4, exhaling it for 4. There's also another one I think that's like inhale for 7, hold for 2 or 4, and exhale 7. Something like that, some combination like that is also very helpful. Trying to think what else I've used. I don't know, but those are my top things that I've used. I haven't been to the hospital or had the emergency or anybody out here for years since I learned that, it just real bad anxiety and stress brings it on. The pandemic happening didn't help. Life's hard right now. There's a lot of things to be stressed about and to worry about and be concerned about, especially if you're a woman and you're menopausal. You're like, what's going to happen to me? Oh, I'm going to have panic. Nobody wants a panic attack. But I wanted to just share the brief tips. I was very compelled to do this because I just had one out of the blue. And I'm pretty sure there's good company out there having panic attacks right now, too. Mine's also genetic. My mom had generalized anxiety disorder. My son has it, too. I have it, not quite to the extent that my mom had it, but I have it. And so, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm also a highly sensitive person. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. But just wondering, how do you get panic? How do you deal with it? Do you find that you have more panic now that you're older? Do you find that you have more panic because of the world situation? Is it ever since menopause came on? I'm just curious. You're not alone, by the way. You're not alone. Panic happens. Even to the most stable, sane people. We all get a ladle full, as my mother used to say. Let me know.